Welcome back. Shelby Volo joining us from Abbott Wealth Management on this Wednesday. Great to have you back on the show.
Thanks for having me.
Yes, we are talking today about some of the things you need to consider when you're retiring, specifically your CPP, and the pros and cons as to when to take it out. You can take it out early or late. Where do you want to start with this?
Exactly. So I have my first slide. It's for CPP.
Okay.
Kind of gives you a breakdown of how all that works there. So the 2015 maximum is $1,065 a month, but you have to meet all the requirements to get the maximum. So it's calculated on your average maximum pension earnings for the last 5 years. It's adjusted every January just in case there's a cost of living increase. And you can take it at 60, 65, or after 65. But if you do that, then there's certain rules that apply. So if you take it early, you can take it as early as age 60. Your monthly benefit's permanently reduced. Because you can get the regular retirement benefit at 65. That's when everything you're entitled to you'll receive. But if you take it early, then your monthly payment is reduced by 0.6%. So, you know, times 12 for every year that you've taken it early. From 2012 to 2016, they gradually made that go higher from 0.5 up to 0.6 of a reduction. If you take a late retirement, so after age 65, it increases by 0.7% each month. Yeah, so there's benefits and cons to taking it, and it all depends on what's good for your situation on which one you're going to choose. Yeah. And then the next slide here, we have OAS, so Old Age Security. So the 2015 maximum was $563.74 a month. You can delay it for 60 months after age 65. It'll increase, kind of like CPP. It does have an increase, so 0.6 for this one per month. It's a non-contributory social assistance program paid out of the general tax revenue of the federal government, adjusted quarterly for inflation. It is taxable, and there is a clawback provision. So if you are making over that minimum net amount, you are going to get clawed back 15%. And what they'll do is just your future OAS payments for the next year, they'll automatically reduce them for you. Yeah, so it's definitely something to be aware of. And then there's the guaranteed income supplement. So $747.86 a month is the maximum. You need to be in receipt of OAS payments to receive it. Be 65 plus, have certain income requirements, resident of Canada, and there is a clawback for this one as well. And the amount you receive is not tied to your OAS, so that can't affect your payment going down or up, anything like that.
And one more.
Lastly is the allowance, so maximum $1,047.43 a month. It's for low-income seniors. So between ages 60 and 64, there's a clawback provision. It's equal to the max amount of the OAS and GIS combined. Stops after 65 because then you are able to get the OAS and GIS. So, and they are essentially tax-free because they are a deduction on your income taxes. Yeah, so there's those 4 benefits, and a lot of people, I don't think of those when they're going into retirement. They don't know they have to apply for them, and so on and so forth. Yeah.
So if you're getting close to retirement age, you really need to sit down and find out what your options are, which takes us to the question of the week. If we could put that up. Here we go. How do you decide when to start receiving your CPP?
Exactly. So like I said, there is no right time. It is, you know, your situation. So there's some factors that come into play. One being the length of time you've been a contributor. So if you've only been contributing for 15 years, your benefit's not going to be the maximum. So you might want to work longer so you can get a bigger benefit. Your contributory earnings. So you get a certain amount of credits. So the longer you work, the more credits you get, the bigger benefit you get. If you have other sources of retirement income, so maybe you don't really need those benefits right now, it would make sense to defer it. Health factors. So if you're in poor health, you're probably going to want to take it at 60 and get it as early as possible because maybe you don't have that longevity. And lastly, if you have combined good health and good income and your family history shows, you know, you'll live till 95, then it makes sense to defer it for yourself.
Wait, get a little bit more and live until you're 100, maybe.
You want to benefit from it. So
Yes. Lots of things to think about, but definitely important to be thinking about these things. It's hard to believe when we're young, oh, we're going to retire one day, but then you get a little older and you realize it's coming at you pretty quick, right?
Real fast.
That's right. Shelby, thank you very much for being here today.
Thanks for having me.
Great tips today. Information on the screen if you would like to learn more or make an appointment. Make sure you have your ducks in a row for retirement. We are back in 2 minutes. Stay with us.